My name is Cara Laughlin. I am the author of What is a Pandemic and How Has COVID-19 Changed Our World? I'm also the author of 60 other nonfiction books for kids, and you can see some of them on the wall behind me. I thought today I would talk about what was unique about writing the COVID-19 books. Usually when I'm writing a nonfiction book, what is true about my subject is pretty well established. And if you look behind me, you can see the Foursquare book. When I wrote that book, the rules for Foursquare had been in existence for a very long time, and I just had to find the information that I needed. With COVID-19, everything was different. Everything was new. Everything was changing all the time. And there is still so much that we don't know. So I really felt a responsibility to stay on top of the news and what was going on, not just because I might miss new information, but because I didn't want the information that I had to be out of date. So I was very careful not to write something down that might become not true in 3 months or 6 months or a year. So I found myself, because of that, using words like possibly and maybe and probably a lot, just because there is still so much we don't know about this virus for sure. So along with that, I wanted to be careful about my sources. We're always careful with our sources writing nonfiction, but in this case, I really wanted to be sure that I was using sources that had experts and scientists in their organizations and that had a long history of being responsible with information. So I generally would go to the World Health Organization or the Centers for Disease Control, National Institutes of Health, big organizations with a long history of being good about finding out information about diseases and also responsibly sharing that information. So I was very careful about those things. The other thing that made these books unique was just how important they felt to me, how needed. Whenever I'm writing a book, I think about the kids who are going to read it. I try to make it interesting for them, and I try to make it fun if I can. But when I was writing these books, I thought about the kids that I know who were confused and scared. And I thought about how when I was a girl, when I would feel afraid about something, one of the things that helped was getting more information about it. And having more knowledge could make me feel stronger and braver and a little more in control. So when I was writing these books, I actually started to feel stronger and braver and a little more in control as I found out what was true and what was just fears. So I'm really hoping that reading these books will give kids the knowledge that they need to understand how and why our lives have changed, and also that they will get the courage that they need to live in a world that's fighting COVID-19. And then I will be courageous with you. We'll all be courageous together.